The student who focuses only on studying and ignores their creativity falls into a big trap. I believe that creativity is the most important criterion for choosing the best, a saying by Marwan Barakat, which he has always believed in. Hello, I'm William Minerva, and I'm going to tell you the story of my friend Marwan Barakat's creativity during his high school years. Those 3 years were truly significant in his life. He combined academic excellence with creative brilliance by conducting numerous scientific researches in his own unique way and preparing many scientific projects. In addition, he delivered various presentations in different school subjects. Let's go. This is an inspiring story. The 2021-2022 school year was delayed by a month due to the vaccination crisis, which caused a deterioration in the administrative situation of Morocco's educational institutions. As a result, studies were postponed for a month, and we officially started school in October. However, actual classes didn't truly begin until November, since the first month is usually taken up by introductions, purchasing school supplies, and teachers settling into their classrooms. Marwan's start was not particularly strong, as he struggled to make a name for himself in class due to his lack of proficiency in French and his weak grasp of basic mathematics, unlike many students coming from private schools. But this was not a barrier for him. Rather, it was a motivational push that drove him forward. Marwan had always believed that the creative side is what truly defines the best. He worked hard on himself, until he became one of the top contenders for first place in the class. The turning point, however, came when teacher Fatima Lady decided to give the class an opportunity to present a scientific project about the mummification of living organisms and exploring their natural environment. Seizing this opportunity, Marwan delivered one of the most remarkable presentations in the history of Ibn al-Yassamine High School. He directed and led the project alongside his classmates Sufyan and Abdel Krim, earning recognition from teacher Fatima as the best presentation of them all. In that moment, Marwan realized he had abilities capable of making him excel. By the end of the first term, he had completed a series of 10 scientific research projects, beginning with a study on the major histocompatibility complex. The idea for this research came during one of teacher Fatima's classes, when she was enriching her students' general knowledge. She mentioned the MHC and wrote its name on the board, advising the class to look it up. No one did, except Marwan. That was when she realized she was teaching a student full of energy and initiative. Encouraged by her praise, Marwan went on to produce over 50 research papers in total. He also built 4 scientific models: a plant cell, an animal cell, Burley's apparatus, and model of the lungs. In addition, he delivered other memorable presentations that year, including one about the Battle of Barda, which teacher Fatin described as the most impressive presentation he had ever seen in his subject. Unfortunately, after an outstanding performance in the 2021-2022 season, Marwan Barakat entered the 2022-2023 season with even greater enthusiasm, promising himself an even more brilliant performance. However, things did not go as he had hoped. He faced several problems that deeply affected his mental state, in addition to health issues, which left him dissatisfied with himself that season. Nevertheless, he excelled academically, achieving excellent results. He also presented 4 scientific models: a heart model, an earth model, a Newton's cradle model, and a DNA model, along with 2 presentations: an Ashura presentation in French and a trigonometry presentation in mathematics. But the event that saddened Marwan the most during his high school journey and had the greatest impact on him was that after recovering from the setbacks of the 2022-2023 season and entering with confidence and enthusiasm to reclaim his creative glory and achieve a good score in the baccalaureate, he was struck by the longest teachers' strike in Moroccan education history, a strike that lasted from the beginning of October until mid-January, which shattered Marwan's school year. Despite this, he once again presented 4 scientific models: a hologram model, an electric fan model, a solar oven model, and a nitric acid house model. He also delivered one of the most remarkable presentations in the history of Ibn al-Yassamine High School, a presentation on extracting DNA from bananas, which he executed and directed entirely on his own. He even presented a second version of it to another class. Finally, he obtained his baccalaureate certificate, thus ending his high school journey with academic excellence throughout the 3 years, and more importantly, creative excellence as well, producing more than 50 scientific research papers, 12 scientific models, and 11 presentations in various subjects. I invite you to visit his Instagram account, Marwan324, to explore the details of these works. Until next time, this was William Minerva.